Alright, welcome to the Let's Play stream. Yeah, we are fully into the main quest once again. This is so hot. Great, okay, let me check the bots are running. By putting the schedule in the stream. Yeah, I think we're good. Despite Streamlabs not returning messages in order. Whatever. Okay, good. Yeah, so today we are rescuing a book and a Hans Capon. Presumably the game has turned my torch off again, so we will enter the game in a bit dark. I will rectify that. Let's get in there. God, it takes so long for my game to load, doesn't it? It's because I've done everything, every quest, every side quest, every POI. Everything. Ah, it left my torch on. Outstanding. Right. We are at a door. Probably, yeah, I'm in my sneak gear. If things appear on the map, what on the nav bar, what letters is what quest? So G is the main quest. Rosa's book. The book is in Maleshov. Alright. Well, it's not on the map. That's interesting. Huh. Is it in the... Oops. Is it on the nav bar? No. Well. Here goes nothing. Book. And a Hans Capon. And then I have to remember we also have... and when we get out of here... I think up here then is the horses, right? Let's assume... Oh, well, possibly. Well, we can't go wrong if we go there. Because then it's just a bit past it if it's not there. Steep, steep stairs.
This looks like it could be the wall of the Maleshov cellars. There's no going back. This is it. All right then. Courage, Henry. Courage. You can do this.
I bet, like, it's gonna be no problem and... Oh, well, I assumed. I bet, oh yeah, I've got to remember it's going to give me a prompt to push down ladders and stuff on the way back, for sure, right?
This is going to take a while.
I'd really like to put it back together as well. I am trespassing. Well, actually, no, we have permission to be here. The current owners may think we're trespassing, but we're not. Oh shit.
And Ruthard and Liechtenstein are turning the Kuttenberg houses against us.
Vavak will deal with Ruthard. But Liechtenstein is your concern. How come you haven't caught him yet?
He's slippery as an eel. He's hiding somewhere in the Jewish quarter.
It's Berghoff.
Sent spies to track him down,
And,
and they never came back.
Flush him out of that hole of his. For fuck's sake!
Why such concern, Ado?
Who's this? Oh, that's
Kuttenberg is ours. Sigismund has the reins firmly in his hands.
He's got fuck all in his hands. Sigismund thought at first he'd come to terms with his brother Wenceslas. Clear the way for him to the imperial throne.
forgot his name.
To take the Bohemian throne for himself. But Wenceslas couldn't even get off his drunken ass and go to Rome for the coronation.
Where am I now?
And now, the glorious Hungarian king has fallen for Jobst and his damn truce. He's been taken in by that treacherous turncoat.
Jobst betrayed Wenceslas.
Where am I standing?
Sigismund, and now us. He fooled all of us. But what can he really do against us?
I'll tell you what. While pretending to parley, he incensed the Hungarian nobles against Sigismund.
Surely Sigismund's army can deal with that inconvenience.
Ha! He was paying his Cumans by letting them pillage Bohemia. He set half the people against him in the country he wants to rule. And now, there is nothing left to plunder. While we are shuffling our feet here, Jobst is surely mustering an army.
What are we going to do?
We've got Capon. I'll keep Hanush and the Lipa people at bay. If they ever want to see their heir alive.
Jobst has Liechtenstein mustering other allies for him. We get him in our grasp, and Jobst will be like a fish out of water in Bohemia.
I'll drag him out of that Jewish den with my own two hands. Count on me, sir.
The betrayers of Christ, hiding a betrayer. They are rich. All that's needed is a good pretext.
The Kuttenbergers will be quite happy if their debts to those usurers happen to go up in smoke.
Yeah.
You're learning fast, young man.
Keep the gate open. A horseman, sir!
Hanush is out of the game. The Kuttenbergers are taken care of, and we'll catch Liechtenstein. You'll see, my friend. Good times are coming.
Your Graces, King Sigismund is convening the town council, but first he requests your presence at the Sedlitz monastery, without delay.
What's all the urgency about?
Surely you must know that yourself, sir. The captives fled Trotsky Castle and killed Istvan Toth while escaping.
What?
That's not possible.
That's his boyfriend.
That's a lie.
It is true, Lord Toth is dead.
Dead doggo.
Who? Speak!
The messenger said something about Cobbler's bastard and some outlaws.
I swear,
By everything that is holy, I will find that whoreson, and I will rip out his heart!
Jesus. What's with that boy?
But you're not going to find him there. I'm here.
Sir Istvan was like a father to him. We better go.
Bring the horses!
Hey, so they're vacating for me.
Shame about that dog.
It looked like he chopped his head off, didn't it? Not that. Not wound him there. Hide.
Luck was on my side. Now to find Capon and get out of here.
And he took a small escort with him, so the garrison is slightly weakened now.
So where is the book first? Game. Gotta get the book first. So I want to turn to my left.
Be extra alert on your watch.
Is that right?
Find anybody
Yeah.
They'll get the whip.
You got it, Konrad.
Jeppel, I'll send Haman to the gate. You'll be in charge of the southern and eastern fortifications.
Am I in the right place? Looks like I've gone past it. Perhaps there is no kind of
Get some sleep. You don't fall asleep. Rest if you know your orders. You'll be sorry.
perhaps there is no
Don't drink too much.
nothing up
Got
here.
it, Konrad.
Vitek, that cart is starting to get on my fucking nerves.
I understand. I'll get right on it.
And tell Drahomira it's getting late, so she won't forget to take some food to our honored guests. I gave her the keys so I wouldn't have to fuck around with it myself.
Don't worry.
Okay.
It's taken care of. I saw her taking it to me.
Well, that's great.
I know this is dark. What the fuck was that? Okay. Ooh. So I think I can stealth kill while I'm wearing this stuff, right? Hmm. Oh, I got perk points. Well, we need every advantage that we can get. I've got nothing there. Agility, what can I get in agility? Anything that helps me with stealth kill. Faster crouching. Well, it really is faster as well. I'm a fan of that.
Huh?
What?
Whoa! I can't do anything.
Do it! Punish me by the black.
I can't do anything. None of my buttons were working. What is happening? Alright, so my stealth killing skill is clearly lower than his armor stat or whatever is happening. Should we try that again?
Capon and get out of here.
I don't remember where I went. Is it over here?
Maybe some more salt?
I think so, yes. Why couldn't I draw my weapon? Now it draws. And my shield as well. That's bizarre, isn't it?
Huh? Enemy in the fortress! Sound the...
Okay, I didn't even get the prompt. Normally my stealth stuff is really good. Let's go again. Maybe I'll just do... Maybe I'll just knock him out.
And get out of here.
Where am I going? Which way was it? This way.
Eh? Oh well.
What?
What?
Yeah, stealth kill. It wasn't. Got any groschen, buddy? Cheers, muchly. Probably going to use a few bandages. Let's make sure our stuff is at full health, shall we? All our armor. Well, I'm actually not wearing the, I'm wearing the thief stuff right now. Just continuing to look for Rosa's book. Ah, it's all arrows, is it? So there's a way down and there's a way through here. Now we've come down one flight. Does that mean we're out in the yard? Yeah, I don't really want to do that just yet. Chances are this is where Capon is, right? Why not wash? What is that? It's a well. It could poison the water. That might get Capon as well, though. Also, we got that perk point. Let's quickly spend that, because we can move faster with it. I'm sure that's all really good stuff, but oh, it's a toilet. I thought it was a door. Yeah, I'm not really finding Rosa's book, am I? Huh. Wait. Don't need 25 bandages. Oh no, which way did I come in? I came upstairs, didn't I? Okay. Right, so where have we just... Interesting. So the trouble is... Oh, I'm not done down here yet, right? The trouble is, we have to do this with the blooming light on. I came down here, right? That's where we came in, okay. Sorry, cook. Don't mind me.
Enemy in the fortress! Sound the alarm!
I do wish you were a bit more quieter. Why have they all got chest keys?
You swine!
Well, if I just kill everybody... Oh, bollocks.
Enemy in the fortress! Sound the alarm!
Wait. This hasn't gone well. I've been here. I'm here. Come and get me. Yoo-hoo!
Enemy in the fortress! Sound the alarm! The pillory's too good for you. I'll chop you up on the spot. I've been waiting for you.
Come on. Come on. Did not see him.
Show your stuff. You can shove that up your ass. That's your meat off.
Who's fighting me? Oh, I cannot. This... I have no idea what's going on right now. Try again. Like, it's nighttime. I've got to use a torch. There's no... It makes so much more... I could use... I don't have any cat with me. Also, no idea the game was going to throw us into darkness.
Eh? What?
Okay, come on game, this is ridiculous. Like, you start with my weapon out, and then it goes away. I can't understand what's happening. It's not making any sense. I'd rather just go loud. I'd rather just absolutely kill everybody. Let's get our armor on. Kill everyone.
Now to find Capon and get out of here.
Let's go. Let's just kill. Hello.
Enemy in the fort! Ah!
Next. Oh, Groschen. I know there's nothing else in here. Did I pick it up already? Oh, we're not in the garden, we're in the wall. Yoo-hoo, asshole.
Do you want to chop my ass? Ah!
I'll drop him over the edge. Oh. Can't put him there. I can't drop anywhere. What is... Okay, whatever game. Groschen, please. Who's next? Now, where is her book gonna be? These all seem like living quarters, right? Oh, that's just a... These are not living quarters. Wait, this is where I came in. So up, up and up again. This is the double door. Then we gotta go up.
Enemy in the fortress!
Hey.
Sound the alarm!
Come on, guys.
What do you want? Punishment by the blade, my favorite.
Yeah, come on then. Anyone else? Feeling brave?
I'm coming!
Oh, I don't give a shit, guys. If I can get all my investigation done right, then I'll know where to go next time. Immediately where to go, right? Wait. That's not it. That's not it.
Kiss your ass goodbye.
Yeah, I don't think so, kiddo. Where
Show
are you?
your stuff.
Come on, then.
Punishment by the blade. I can't see him. You're no match for us, fucker.
Come on then.
You want to try me?
Yeah.
Surrender.
Come on, all of you. Any more?
Show your stuff.
I'm here. Right here. Just come and get me. All of you. Any more? Well, I still don't have her book. Which way did I come in? That way. You can tell by the piles and piles of dead bodies. Well, this is disappointing that I cannot find her book. Can I get the Saviour Snaps? Ooh. Why won't it give me the Saviour Snaps? Wait. Oh, it then gave me the prompt to sit. Wait. That's not it. It's a joke book. Ah, she's a funny one. Maleshov Tower Key. Not really needing the not really needing a key, in all honesty. Is that where I came in? It wasn't. This is the tower. Gotcha. Capon. Now,
what is happening? Who are you?
Quiet. If you make a peep, we're done for.
Henry?
Good God, Henry.
What are you doing here?
What do you think I'm doing? Hunting boar? Came to save your noble arse.
My noble arse thanks you. Well, how did you get here?
I'll tell you later. Who's this?
Vauquelin Brabant, Chevalier d'Aretso. At your service.
Brabant led the defense at Kuttenberg. He's Sigismund's prisoner, same as me.
And I came very close to holding the town. Besides...
There's no time for chit-chat. He's our ally. We can't leave him behind. Right, no doubt you've got a cunning plan for us to get out of here, right? Well, let's hear it.
We've got horses.
Of course I have a plan. Listen, I got to the fortress through a secret passageway that old Ruthard told me about. Von Bergov knows nothing about it.
C'est magnifique! Very cunning.
They know in the fortress now that something's up, but we can handle it. We're lucky von Bergov left the fortress along with von Aulitz and some of the
Aulitz,
garrison.
that's the name of
so
that
I'll take you to that passageway, and we'll get out of here. We'll get to the forest not far from here. I'll have some horses ready there. We'll be gone before you can say the Lord's Prayer.
Formidable! I call that an elegant plan. I myself had to sneak like that once during the siege of Arezzo. So, what are we waiting for? On y va!
Wait. A passageway, you say? A dark, narrow passageway?
Well, it's just a passageway. There's a bit of water in it to wade through, but nothing we can't handle.
You can forget about it. I'm not going through any passageway.
What the fuck?
Let me repeat. No passageway for me. It's not the chivalrous way.
It is not chivalrous, c'est vrai, but in our situation, it is more than delicious.
Oh, and how would you like to get out of here chivalrously, your lordship?
What do I know? We could maybe break down the gate.
Un moment. Henri? You said that von Bergov left. Is that not so?
Yes.
And what about horses? Are there any horses left here?
I think there's a couple, yeah. In the lower courtyard.
Très bien. That will be enough. We just have to get to them. But I think we could get there stealthily. It is not far from the tower to the stables. Then you simply open the gate, et voila, we are gone! Just like I escaped when surrounded by that English dog John Oakwood. It may not be the best plan. It was not back then either.
I can just kill all the soldiers, it's no problem.
That's a wonderful plan! No passageways! But we need some weapons.
Exactement. To have a proper piece of steel in my hand again. Preferably Milanese, although I would be satisfied with something local.
I don't have anything for you. Maybe we'll find something later.
I certainly hope so.
Merde. Our plan is starting to fall apart.
I'll go ahead and scout it out. When there's a suitable moment, I'll let you know and you can head out.
And how will you let us know?
Well, the stables can be seen from the entrance hall. If you signal us with a torch from next to the horses, we'll head towards you.
I'm gonna have my torch on all the time, kids.
Wait for my light.
But you must be absolutely certain that the way is clear. If you have any doubt, do not risk our lives. Better to come back to us, and we shall go together.
I'll just kill
And
everyone.
if we don't hear from you or see your signal for a long time, we'll try to make it on our own.
Précisément. We cannot sit here forever.
Right. Got it. I'm off.
Brabant, keep watch by the stairway. I'll go to the window and wait for Henry's signal.
I think it would be better if you watch the stairs.
Why's that?
You are younger. You have better hearing.
Get hands. Get weapons.
Because I smell them from a distance. You see, les Anglais stink to high heaven.
Better hope von Bergov stink like rotten.
Eh bien, I will watch the stairs if Monsieur le Capon so insists.
Also, not to go missing, there is... Okay, we'll take that. There is, on the table, some dice. Can I pinch the dice? Is it not letting me? What about from this side? Oh. Right, get them a weapon. What? How many things were in that quest log? Find a weapon for them each. Get. Well, weapons are easy. Weapons are easy, guys. Give me 1 second. Get my bearings. Which way did I come in? Weapons are real easy, guys. I've killed 50 guys, Dan. 50 people. 1 moment, please. One broadsword. Why don't you have a weapon? Where's your weapon? An axe? Yeah. Uh-huh. Do you know what? How about these? Where are the clowns upstairs?
It is only Henri.
Capon. I got a weapon for you.
I have a weapon for you.
Finally.
I don't know which one he would want.
Thanks, Henry.
I have some steel for you.
Très bien, give it to me. Now I will show you what a cavalier Vauquelin Brabant is. Aux armes!
Let me go and make some way. How do I get into the courtyard? Down here? Ah. Stables. Stables. Not really. Not really stables.
The horses are here. As soon as it's safe, I should give Capon the signal.
Dog?
Not yet. First I have to get Sir Hans to the horses. Well, that's that. Now I just need to wait for Capon. Lord Jesus Christ, stand by our side.
How many horses are there actually? 1, 2, 3. Magical. Doobie-doobie-doobie-doo. I'm gonna have a wash. Loads of time. And von Berghoff?
Not yet. First I have to get Sir Hans to the horses.
Guards!
There are no guards, buddy boy. Everybody's gone. Everybody's dead. Killed.
We must admit, mes amis,
Where are we exactly?
the last time I have had such a suspense was when I was rescuing the King of France.
Who is this guy?
We, monsieur, were surely brave. And fortune favors the brave. Free at last!
He's gonna get shot or something. Audentis fortuna uvat, as he likes to say.
Thank you for coming for me, Henry. You're a great friend. The best I could wish for.
After today, you may also...
Just one moment, let me check out. Yeah, okay, we did it.
So count me among your friends. I, Vauquelin Brabant, chevalier, aventurier et voyageur. I'm at your service, mon brave Henri. And I have an...
Just before anything stupid happens, let us make sure. Let us make sure we are fully prepared. Oh, wrong one. Okay, and bandages. My torso was bad, was it?
Excellent idea. In your honor, I shall name my new horse after you.
Pleased to meet you, Sir Vacula.
My name is Vauquelin.
Vauquelin?
Vauquelin. Vauquelin.
Vauquelin... would you mind if I just call you Brabant?
Brabant. En.
Brabant?
Que peut-on y faire? It will have to do. Do not concern yourself, mon ami. Clearly, you are not tenant any...
Are we headed up to where the horses are supposed to be? No, we've gone well past there. Okay.
Not a conversation. But at least you have courage and other skills. You carried out the entire operation truly brilliantly. I could not have done it much better myself. And look, mon ami, how the fresh air suits Monsieur Capon.
It
He has
looks
finally stopped
so
drowning
good,
in
this game,
self-pity.
doesn't it?
What self-pity, damn it? I was locked up for days in a tiny stinking room.
Ah, come now, mon cher. Luck was simply not on your side for once. That is all. Now we are finally free. The time has come for grand deeds. I did not waste my time in captivity. I fought everything over diligently. Listen.
Please, I'd prefer not to.
What's troubling you, Sir Hans?
What do you think? It all turned to shit again, and I ended up in captivity. I'm thankful at least that Hanush won't have to pay von Bergov a ransom for me. I'd never live that down. But I'll still have to listen to another lecture from him about how useless I am. Or do you have a different feeling about our Trotsky mission?
No, true. Not everything went according to plan. Actually, almost nothing went to plan. But at least I finally got revenge on Istvan. That Horson got what he deserved. Believe me.
By Christ, you got Istvan! That's welcome news! No one will miss that fucker. Nice work, but...
Actually, someone does miss
I don't think that'll
it.
help me much with Hanush.
Jobst is hatching his plans. Soon we'll kick Sigismund out of this country, and I think the bold Sir Hans will still have a chance to prove himself.
Mais oui! I must meet your Jobst de Moravie. I have some clever ideas about how to strike against le roi Sigismund.
Yeah, you go and chat with Jobst. At least I can get good and drunk in the meantime. We should spur the horses on. God knows, they might be hot on our heels.
Yeah.
They're not. They're way ahead of us. They left before us. What are you talking about? I told you that. Where are we going anyway?
Christ, wounds.
Wounds?
Destruction and havoc.
War. Monsieur Capon, you have yet to participate in a real battle. But I fought against les Valaques at Naples, and les Anglais in Bourgogne. And that is how war looks, whether in Italy or La Bohème. It is always the same.
That's not war, it's barbarism. What value did this village have?
Eh bien, I would estimate 5 courtyards. Annual revenues could be perhaps several hundred.
There's someone hanging in the tree.
That's not what I meant, Vauquelin. No fortress. Maybe one fortified courtyard. Practically insignificant militarily. That's not how war should be fought. This is unjust.
Where were we? Burnt Meshola is here, yeah.
Do not give way to sentimentality, monsieur. A village could harbor spies and saboteurs or supply the enemy, and destroying enemy assets is an effective tool of war. Wars are not decided only in battles. There are not even many of those. To strike in the rear, make the enemy lose and bleed. That is how most conflicts are fought. However, wait a year or two, the village will be settled. The population will increase again. That is how it always happens.
But we're the nobility. Our task is to lessen the chances of such things happening.
You're right, Hans. We must find allies and put a stop to it as soon as possible, so we can save as much as we can.
Yes, but we failed in Trotsky. And now this is our punishment.
I see that short captivity has turned you into a philosopher, Lord Capon. You should apply to the Faculty of Arts before the muse lifts you again.
Yeah.
What happened there? I was debating whether to change out of my armor. I've gone from following to leading somehow. You can hear. Can I hear troops? Yeah. Uh-oh. Good job I didn't change out. Hey, it's our men. That's, that banner is,
Of all the bandits in the whole wide world, we run into this pair of scoundrels.
yeah, that's our dad.
I fucked everything up.
Oh, get up, lad. Everyone makes mistakes. Only a better man
Not
owns
that
up to
guy.
them. At least we know now what
Guy on the
kind
left.
of vermin we're dealing with.
What brings you here? We just escaped from Maleshov, and right now
There's no time for haste. One thing at a time, my boy.
Alright. Storytelling time.
Word reached Ratai that you pair got yourselves into a nice mess. I'm glad to see you both in one piece. So, let's hear it. What happened?
From the top.
It's best if Henry tells you. I wasn't around for half of it.
no sooner had we spied Trotsky on the horizon than everything started to go to hell. We made camp by a pond with the intention of heading for the castle at first light.
It's the
Only
full
we were
recap.
ambushed by bandits in the evening. They killed all our men and took everything they could carry, including the letter for von Berghoff.
And how did you two manage to get out alive?
Just by a stroke of good luck. We were both in a bad way. We might not have made it if a local herb woman hadn't taken care of us.
Only after that, we couldn't get into the castle, though. We looked like a pair of beggars.
And the bastards treated us as such.
But you did get into Trotsky in the end, didn't you?
Von Bergov received us and heard us out. It seemed like he was on our side. We even helped him out several times. Until we found out he was just stringing us along. It all came out after we set out with von Bergov's men to deal with the bandits who were rampaging in his domain. The same ones who attacked us at the start.
Only they ambushed us and took me and Henry captive for ransom.
But it turned out these very outlaws are on our side. They're fighting for King Wenceslas on the orders of Sokol of Lamberg.
Well, I'll be damned.
So von Bergov has been the real enemy all this time. And Zizka is actually our ally.
Zizka? He's the captain of those outlaws. That name doesn't ring a bell.
I think you'll meet him soon enough.
What impression did he make on you?
He's an interesting fella. Handy with a weapon, but also pretty tricky. It's best to keep a fella like that on your side.
He made quite an impression on me, for one. I'll be happy to see him again. But
I've still got his ring.
To be in Raborsch. Why Raborsch? Of all the places in the world.
We're riding to a gathering of King Wenceslas's supporters.
Uh-oh.
If fortune favors us, the future fate of the kingdom will be decided there.
If we keep standing around here gabbing about it, it'll be decided without us.
Patience, my friend. This pair have just returned from the clutches of the enemy. No doubt they have something to tell us.
Like how in the devil did you manage to escape?
I was helped by the Ruthard family, the former rulers of Maleshov, in exchange for dealing with some trouble they had with Ulrich of Raditz.
Ulrich Vavak? But he's the mint master.
Well, he won't be for long. If it comes to light that he's been putting his sticky fingers on the royal silver.
It seems you've been pretty busy.
But don't forget to say what you found out from von Bergov in Maleshov.
Sigismund has convened the city council. Margrave von Aulitz will be there with him, too. The word is, Sigismund is going to make an important announcement there.
He picked a nice time for it. But at least he won't be sticking his nose into what's going on around.
Now, if we had one of our people at that assembly, we'd get Sigismund's plans nice and fresh. Straight from the horse's mouth, so to speak.
My very words. And I know exactly who to send.
Who?
Young Lord Capon will go with us to Raborsch, but you'll have to return to the city right away, and try to worm your way into the town hall.
How?
What? How can I get in there? I can't just walk in off the street.
You've got the dirt on Vavak, and you don't know how to use it.
Oh yeah, I can buy.
Just tell him either he gets you into the council chamber, or you get him on the gallows.
It's worth a try, right?
I hope that assembly really is important. If Sigismund is just going to announce an increase in taxes, there's not much point in my being there.
Well, at least you can enjoy watching the long faces of the councillors when they hear it. And don't worry, I'll eat and drink in Raborsch on your behalf.
If I come back and find you there under lock and key again, I'll leave you to rot.
Take it. I will go as well, and I will not let your friend out of my sight.
Hans? Who's this?
Vauquelin Brabant, Chevalier d'Arezzo, at your service.
He was a captive of Lord von Bergov's, like me. He defended Kuttenberg against Sigismund.
In that case, he'll be a welcome guest at Raborsch.
You don't know what you're promising, Baron.
Why did he's not
Watching
a spy?
Sir Hans is a job and a half.
The main thing is to watch out for yourself, Henry. As soon as you can do so without raising suspicion, come and join us.
He'll manage it, but now we really need to hit the road.
Safe travel, Henry.
Adieu et bonne chance.
And to you.
Ciao.
Hopefully we'll meet soon.
Bye. Oh, we're getting a...
I ought to go and see Rosa when I'm in town.
I do. I should.
No doubt she'd like to know how it went with that book.
She will. I will. All of the things above. Meanwhile, where the hell am I? Miles away. And what time is it, more importantly? You can't skip time while riding a horse. Can I fast travel? Right, early morning. Neat. They don't look too friendly. We've had enough. Had enough fights. There are 10 dead men in my wake. Thanks to my stealth abilities. Where we just very quickly go loud. Right. We're in a town. We can change into our gear. Get off the horse.
No one gives a fuck about what you have to say.
Let's go for a bath.
I'm scared of you.
I picked up loads of books. 3, 4 unread ones. Maleshov fort map. Oh no, really? Wait, did I have a... Yeah, whatever. None of that makes any sense. Is that the floors? Great. Really great. Yeah, let's get a quick bath. While I'm here,
I'm at your service, sir.
I actually have a... Oh wait, can I read Rosa's book? Nice.
Come and take your pick. New wares.
Slightly humorous. Wedding toast. Unfortunately, I don't know the bride, so I can't congratulate her groom. And knowing the groom too well, neither can I congratulate the bride. Great. On innocence. A young man tenderly embraces his beloved and asks, "Am I your first lover by any chance?" "Could be," she replies. "I thought I'd seen you somewhere before." Thinking is not knowing. A certain Kuttenberg gentleman once visited an old charlatan and wanted to know his fate. The charlatan examined his palm carefully and said to him, "I see that you are the father of 2 children. You're mistaken." He shook his head. "I'm the father of 3 children." "It is you who are mistaken," smiled the charlatan. Okay. Repent Adam's gender. Van Wallenstein und Ramond are hart on men and women.
Wonderful day for a wonderful purchase.
As many, and men in particular, will gladly testify of the 2 genders. It is the female that is imperfect, prone to all manner of sins and faults. It is an old known truth that the testimony of many is a credible testimony, the truth of which cannot be doubted. But who hath appointed the woman her lot? Okay. There's a few. Wow, that's a really long one.
May God give you health, sir.
God or man, who has decreed that woman is incapable of thinking, acting, and deciding without the guidance of a man? By whom was it determined that women were too foolish and vice-ridden to participate in manners wholly male, politics, science, or the liberal arts? Is such a resolution supported by experience or evidence? After all, no one has ever given a woman the opportunity to demonstrate the necessary judgment and wit. We have only conveniently condemned it as inadequate and have made this judgment an established truth, which no one dares to question. This goes on, doesn't it? I hope there's a punchline. We have witnessed many injuries to the daughters of Eve, and therefore may, or rather must, testify that the world is unjustly ordered in this respect. Men are fond of exacting themselves above women and attributing all sorts of wrongs to them, but only to cover their own faults. A man who accuses a woman of vice has squandered his own youth in licentiousness. In old age, these men recall with regret the sins of their past life without ever repenting of them. It is out of this bitterness that they denounce women in order to humiliate and vilify them in the minds of all who are willing to listen to them. These corrupt old men are like incurable leprosy. But even more than women, men prefer to elevate themselves above other men. For example, they claim that husbands who listen to their wives' advice are fools and deserve ridicule. But what say that a man who has a wife who is sensible and wise and refuses to listen to her is twice as foolish? Was that funny? This is a joke book, no? The Gravedigger's Jest. What do you call a man who knows exactly where her husband is every night? A widow. On the wisdom of the elders, a father says to his son on his wedding day, "Remember, son, that a newlywed woman loves well and cooks badly, but wait a few years and it will be just the opposite."
Mushroom.
Well, that wasn't that funny.
Come and get some fresh mushrooms.
I've got an axe to sell.
Guten Tag, mein Freund. Grüß Gott, was brauchst du?
I'll have a look at the wares.
I might have more. That looks like it.
I'm glad you found what you were looking for, sir.
Fine. All good. Yeah, let's quickly get down to the baths, which is this way. And then we'll go and see Rosa. I think she might be after a bit of naughty. I keep doing this. Actually, while we're here, has this quest become available? From Chenyek. Anything? Nothing? Chenyek.
My respects.
No, nothing from Chenyek.
I apologize.
Can go this way. It's all fine.
Greetings. What do you want?
Get me fixed up.
I need a bath.
Certainly. We're open.
I've got a few wounds that need taking care of, and I need a hot bath.
Right.
And wash my clothes, too, so I don't look like a beggar.
Of course.
We are back.
Whatever you wish.
We are ready.
We'll take care of you like the honored guests that you are.
Rosa's father might not like it if we get naughty.
There. All clean and bandaged up, friend.
Okay, Rosa. She's still not in here. No. Don't know, I must have done something wrong there.
Good people! Spare a caution.
Can I can't remember which door I get in. This one? Hello. I can just walk around in here now, can I? That's pretty sweet. Rosa.
By the way, like you were saying about that book,
My favourite book. Pray tell, did you find it?
as I wandered through the fortress, I stumbled upon von Bergov's chambers, and there it lay. Red leather, gold inlay, just as you said.
You really found it. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
By the way, did you have any time to leaf through it and see what it's about?
I read a bit of it.
What did you think?
While reading it, I thought the writing style seemed familiar.
Really?
Well, yeah. As if I knew the writer himself. Or herself.
Women writing books. Come now.
Why not? I bet they would write better than many men.
Such audacity.
More like experience. I once helped with copying. Most of it was boring drivel.
I can imagine.
A person does all that work to learn to read and write, but then they sit you down at a table to copy the works of others for the rest of your life.
Waste of time, right?
Not just time, above all, talent.
Well, at least you get to read some books.
Hold on. Who wrote this then?
I did. Look, you've never thought about writing something.
Me? And what would I write?
How should I know? Poetry, a novel, a treatise, or a whole book?
That's a tempting notion. Who knows? In another life, I might have become a writer.
Wouldn't you want to at least give it a try?
I suppose I'm not quite sure where you're going with this.
There are still a few blank pages left, so we could finish writing it together. You and me. What do you think?
That sounds great.
We'll have plenty of light and privacy in my chambers. Will you escort me?
My pleasure.
How should I start?
You haven't thought of anything yet?
Now, I have many ideas, but we must contribute in equal part.
Both? Well, fine. What should I do?
Just tell me what you'd like to read about. A tale of a man or a woman? I'll take careful notes of everything.
Let's just go.
There are heaps of stories about men, so I propose one about a woman.
All right, a woman then. But I'd need to know more about her.
Such as...
Tell me one trait that is important for you. What would impress you in a girl?
Oh my god.
I think above all that she should be clever.
And isn't that rather detrimental for a girl?
What?
To the contrary. Clever girls are far more entertaining than dumb hens.
So you simply divide us all into clever girls and dumb hens.
Typical twisting everything moment. Ay, game. I mean in this game, by the way.
Why do you make everything about yourself? I thought you wanted to write, not quarrel.
Very well. Forgive me. But it wouldn't hurt to
This
choose your
game
words
is
a bit
extremely,
more carefully.
the characters
But if
in
the
this
lady in our
game are
story is
extremely,
clever, should she employ her wits for good or evil?
what's the word? I guess this is the characters of the time.
I'm for good intentions. If we come up with an interesting woman, it would be a shame to write her as evil.
I agree. Too bad it's only on paper. I'd like to meet Our Lady in the flesh.
Okay.
Well, just about finished.
What, you wrote a whole book?
Let's have a look.
Not yet. Something's missing.
What?
A picture. I don't trust myself with proper illumination, but I think I can handle a
Illumination?
sketch. Especially if you'll be my model.
What does she mean, illumination?
And what on earth do I have to do?
Imagine a beautiful lady is standing before you, and you are courting her.
I know where this is going.
What would you do?
I'd rather keep what I do to myself. But how about something like this?
Are we done?
Well, now we're done.
The game paused for a minute there.
Finally.
Well, there was
It's
a
all over.
Your suffering is over.
time
Come take a
delay.
look at what we've done. Your reward. Go on, read it. I want to hear what you think of it.
Can I turn my torch on? Well, I've read that. I've read that. Oh god, how long is it? I guess she's going to want to do stuff. It is known that anyone can point out someone's shortcomings. Well, about an eloquent lady and a bad dancer. It is known that anyone can point out someone's shortcomings and bring shame upon them, but only few can point out someone's faults in a way that the unfortunate person notices them without causing public ridicule. I will tell you a lady who mastered this art. She was not only clever and quick in speech, but also young and beautiful to look at. While she appeared in society, men flocked to her. The young men asked her to dance and offered their arms. The older ones asked for her hand in marriage and offered what little the old men could still give to the young lady. Steady. Suddenly a young man asked her to dance. He had a handsome face and fine manners, and the lady accepted his proposal. After a few steps, however, she realized that she had made a big mistake. The dancer seemed to have two left feet. He stumbled, tripped, almost fell several times, and despite his apologies, the lady found dancing with him a torture. The other dancers noticed this and began to whisper and point in their direction. Any other would have embarrassed him with indiscriminate words. She might even have told the other ladies to watch out for such a loser. A loser. The word's missing. Not the lady in my story. What does it matter if he's a bad dancer? She said to herself. Others may dance with ease, but they also drink with it. Indulge in dice and... Oh, I play lots of dice, my dear. And fight. Fight, girls, do they? Better a bad dancer than a good drinker. So she smiled and said, not loud for all to hear. Young sir, how would I love to keep dancing with you, but I wore the wrong shoes today. They're pushing me so hard that I can't go on. Please escort me out into the fresh air. Her dancer quickly understood what she meant by that remark and hurriedly walked with her to the door. Everyone present thought that perhaps she was going to give him a hard time at the door or give him a well-deserved slap. The lady and her dancer, however, did not return to the entertainment that evening.
So what about that story of ours? Tell me your impressions.
Too bad there aren't more books like this. If there were, I might end up turning into a scholar.
I've got a skill
Really?
point to use.
I'll take that as the highest possible compliment. And what about the sketch? For such a slapdash job, it's not bad, right?
Oh, it's pretty, really. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that.
I know I'm no master illuminator.
That's not the right
but
word.
otherwise,
What's
I
the
think
right
we can be
word?
quite
Illustrator.
satisfied. And thank you for the help. I really enjoyed it.
Well, so did I. And for that matter, you're an interesting girl, and I'd like to get to know you a little better.
No beating around the bush. How about that? Please do stop by sometime. I wager it will be enlightening for both of us. Perhaps I can show you my collection of hunting trophies.
Okay, Rosa's book is done and we got some poke points. She also has more things to talk about, but let's do this. We want fast. Nope. Whoa, what is that? Oh, okay. Scholarship. More talky.
You said you could teach me something.
She's a skill trainer.
What do you have in mind?
If you ask nicely, I'll share some of my hard-earned wisdom with you.
Of course she is.
Very well then, Lady Know-It-All. Let's say then I come on bended knee. What scholarship can you pass on to me?
That depends on what you're interested in. There's a whole world hidden inside of
She
books I can
can't
talk to you about
be
for
after
days
the
on
Groshen,
end. Or if
surely.
you prefer actions instead of words, I can show you a few shooting tricks. But I warn you in advance that it will not come free. After all, there's nothing more valuable than scholarship.
She's
So,
rich.
what would you
Why would
like?
she want money?
I'd like you to show me some archery tricks. You shoot like a... well, a wild woman.
I prefer the term Amazon.
Will you teach me?
Listen closely so I don't have to repeat myself.
Right. Oh, bye then. Have you got anything else? No, you don't have anything else to say. All right. We'll see if Mr. Ruthard is around, but I guess then we're off to the council chambers. Mr. Ruthard?
Always glad to see polite people like you.
You're a
God
guard.
be with you.
You're a guard. Hey, other Ruthard, where are you? Oh, I thought that was... Where's the other Ruthard?
Maybe next time.
Hello? Hello?
I'm sorry.
So there's nothing in here. Must be upstairs. Whoa. There's Rosa's room. Can I pinch that book? No, I can only read it. Is there other books that I can pinch? Steel. It's all steel, rob. I'm sure she'd lend it to me, game. We're friends. Ooh. Can't go in there. Well, there's no other room, so he must be in there. Oh, well. Right, off to the council chambers.
Good to see you.
Oh, maybe there is more. Mr. Ruthard, are you in here? Oh, I know where this is. This is the other side of the courtyard. Right, let's just go out the main door then. He's not here, so...
Human strength. We'll see about that. See you later. God be with you.
Not you?
Excuse me.
Never mind. Right, where are the council chambers? I mean, there's a B on the nav bar. Presume that's it. B. Yeah, it's just not putting them on the map. For whatever reason anymore. Let's just follow the nav bar then.
Excuse me.
The council has decided to help King
Quality goods here.
Can I get through somewhere? Where is this council building? Is it this?
I'm going to see the Mint Master. May I enter?
Any fool could say that. What do you want from him?
I don't have an appointment.
Don't delay me. I'm in a hurry.
Suit yourself. But I'm warning you. If you give that kind of lip to Sir Ulrich, you'll be coming out through the door head first.
I suspect not.
Careful.
There's Ulrich. You're a guard.
I'm glad to see you again.
You have the gall to show me your face again? I'll call the guards.
Hold your horses. I'll come in peace. Actually, I have a little offer for you.
You've come to blackmail me again?
Call it what you like. I need to get into the City Council Assembly, and I reckon you can help me.
The Assembly? The one King Sigismund is supposed to attend in person?
Surely you wouldn't deny me a chance to meet the king?
Don't try that on me. This is connected with Ruthard, isn't it? And tell the
It's
truth.
actually not.
I want to know what Sigismund tells the council. I hear it'll be important.
You want to spy? Do you know what you're risking? And what I'd be risking? Forget it.
Have you forgotten I have you over a barrel? If you want to keep your position and your head on your shoulders, you better shape up.
All right, all right. Maybe we can make a deal. If I get you into the council, You'll behave appropriately, and you won't betray yourself, or especially me.
Oh, there's just another person over
That will be the
there.
end of our business together.
I can still have him in my pocket if I do this.
I should get going.
And how about a few groschen to seal our fruitful relationship?
You're worse than a horse dealer.
Oh.
Have it your way, then. You can get into the council assembly relatively easily. My cook's son will be serving there. He's roughly around your age. Maybe he can be persuaded to let you stand in for him. Although, not everyone would want to give up an opportunity to serve the King of Hungary.
Who's this boy?
Franta's his name. Franta
Franta.
Cooldown. He's an idler and a boozer, but he's proved his worth as a waiter.
Why would
Which
I-
reminds me, you'll need his letter of permission to serve in the council. Otherwise, you won't be let inside.
What will I need to work as a waiter there?
Fast feet and good manners. And the livery of a royal
Oh
waiter.
no, it's going to change my clothes
Do you
again.
think you can serve the king in a torn shirt and muddy hose?
Well, no. But I never heard about any livery before.
Our usual waiter had a brand new livery made specially for meeting the king. Don't even show up there without it.
Where can I find the cook's boy?
He's supposed to pick up his new clothes at the market today from Master Tailor Schneider. You'll almost certainly run into him there. That is, if he's up and about after his boozing bout. I swear that fellow practically lives at that Tin Hen.
At the what?
That German alehouse, the Iron Eagle. That is Zum Eisernen Adler.
It's just around the corner.
What would work on him? How can I persuade him to give me his job?
Buy him a
You'd like me
beer.
to give you a letter for him? I told you how to get to the assembly. Now do your part.
I'll be going then. See you at the council.
Just make sure we both come out of it alive.
Where'd that woman go? Where'd you go? Where's this tin? Oh, I know where it is. At least I thought I did. Well, we're just... Black Horse. Tavern. That's the Hangman's Halter. The Iron Eagle. And the Schneider. Ah, but which one is it? Okay, well, we should get that first.
The city council has decided to help.
I know, I should... Should I? Surely I need that guy's... Surely I can walk through here, right? Hello.
I'm sorry.
Are you the tailor?
Aye, but how am I supposed
You're a
to pay for
butcher.
them? Doesn't he give you enough?
Yeah, Taylor's here. There's another one up the street, so it might not be this one.
Thank you. I was just about to close up shop.
Tuchmacher.
Got here just in time.
What the hell? Quit your gaping.
Radzig. Great. Where's another tailor then? There's one. But that's not, this is just a market one.
Dyed broadcloth. How can I help you, sir?
Not you. Where's another tailor here then? I'm in the right region apparently. I can't see another tailor. There actually aren't any other tailors. What does the quest say? I will need fine dress from Franta Kuldan, who had it made for the occasion by Tailor Schneider. The tailor can be found at the market during the day.
Vegetables, mushrooms. Come and get some fresh mushrooms.
Needles, thread, pins, silk thread.
I wonder.
Service, sir. Apples. Juicy apples. Yellow and red. Come and buy some apples.
I wonder.
Bread roll. We've got enough to go around. Cabbage, flatbread. You need fresh cabbage. A fine day for some
I've got lots. Have a bowl as well. Sounds to
Saddler.
What would you like, friend?
no other.
After the amount
Do your shopping here.
But they're first class, I have to admit.
Greetings. I'd like to...
Surely you can wait a while. I have a customer here.
Here you are. The finest fabric. Intricate work. You won't find the likes anywhere else in this town.
No more than I'd expect after the amount they cost. Thanks. I'll gladly recommend you if anyone asks. And you impatient fella, what was it you wanted?
What's it got to do with you?
You must be Franta Cooldown.
I am. And who might you be?
I'm Henry. I heard you're supposed to serve at the City Council Assembly.
I am. What's it to you?
Supposing I took the job on for you. You can put your feet up, fill your belly, and I'll do all the work for you.
Look here. It's not like I'm all that keen on it, but it's well paid. Apart from that, it's a bit of a pain in the arse. Them councillors stuffing their faces and guzzling wine, while I run around like a bugger with pitchers so they don't run dry. Why would you want to stick your nose in there?
I want to see the king in the flesh.
Why's that?
I heard a lot about him. How he won lots of battles, how he's courageous, just...
And as bad-tempered as the devil. He's got the councillors shitting themselves, fearing what's coming at this assembly. The more I think about it, the happier I am about not having to be there. To begin with, you'll need confirmation that you've worked as a waiter at the council, and you're capable of serving even His Majesty. Look here. Do you have any idea what's expected of you? Can you tell different wines apart and that?
Of course. Who do you take me for?
All right, no need to get upset. Show the confirmation to the head butler. Tell him I sent you, and think up some good excuse. Clear?
That makes sense.
And you'll need a waiter's livery. I had a brand new one made. Here it is. I look like a prick in it. Hopefully it'll sit better on you. The main thing is, don't lose it before the assembly, or get it covered in shit.
Why?
Thanks. I won't disgrace you.
Hat,
I promise.
hose,
You better not.
coat.
Tools, quality.
Make sure I read this book. This letter. Oh, there's nothing to read. Hose, coat, hat. I'll have to
Fine day for some fine
change my thieves thing for that. What time is it? It's probably we can still do it today, right?
Shoe repair. Repair while you wait.
This is the council building, isn't it?
You found it somewhere.
Nah, it's a girl.
Who are you? Major Domo? Oh. Well, let me put my stuff on then. What was it? Hat, hose and shoes. I shouldn't need to be sneaking in this one, right? So... hose, coat, hat.
Franta Cooldown sent me. I'm to stand in for him at the council assembly.
Franta's not coming? What's
I've got my
wrong with
weapon
him?
and shield on. I hope that's okay.
He got as drunk as a lord. Totally pie-faced. Then he fell into a ditch, and now he's staggering around the streets, God knows where.
I might have expected. Once, he turned up with a hangover, and as soon as he smelt wine, he threw up all over the chapel door. I told him if that ever happened again, he was for the boot. Oh, well, you'll have to take his place for today. I've no time to find someone else. We can't be without a waiter here, when the king himself will need waiting on. So, let's have a look at you. Have you got Franta's certificate?
Sure. Here it is.
Everything's in order. Now, about your livery. You've got a waiter's cap, a tunic you have. Hose are good. It's a good thing you've got no steel on you. You need to be light on your feet to run around tables. Everything as it should be. Glad to see it, lad. Do you know what your duties are? For an inexperienced greenhorn like you,
have my sword,
it'll be a
right?
great responsibility.
Well, I'll happily listen to any advice. I wouldn't want to foul things up.
I should certainly hope not. Now listen. A good waiter should stand in a corner, look willing and ready, and not get in anyone's way. In short, behave as if you're not there. But when one of the gentlemen calls for wine, you run and pour it for him on the double. You'll find the pitchers on a table by the door to the chapel. You take one and go to their table and pour for them. White Tokaib or red monastery wine.
White or red, by the door to the chapel. Got it.
But for Councillor Adam of Zargitz,
Fancy.
you must not pour at all. When he drinks, he disrupts and makes trouble. So the assembly has to be interrupted, or otherwise it never reaches an end. We can't allow that to happen in the presence of the king.
All right. Sir Adam of Zargitz stays dry.
Okie
And if the
dokie.
king himself wants wine, you pour for him with lowered eyes. Don't look at him.
And the most important thing?
To stay in the background and keep quiet until someone asks me something?
Correct. The councillors have a lot to discuss, and they certainly don't need any interruptions. And in general, a good waiter has to be invisible, blind, and deaf.
Oh? I thought I had to keep my ears pricked.
Well, yes, but only to what anyone wants from you. No excuses, and provide everything that anyone wants from you. Understood?
What if I make a mess of something, though?
Then I'll see to it that you won't get a job even mopping the floor in the hole in the wall. But I'm sure that's not going to happen. So, are you prepared?
I know everything I need to. I can do it.
Excellent. Put away your things here. It's easier to serve with a lighter load. You can wait in the cubbyhole for the servants.
No thanks. Oh, you haven't taken all my stuff off, surely. Pouring... Oh, God. Where did they get Tokai from? So they like their sweet wine, do they? Interesting. The guest will order their wine either Tokai or Monastery, which is the red. How do I know which is which? By calling out to you and raising their hand. If you're unsure, you can ask them to repeat your order. Pouring the wine. On the table in the corner of the room, you'll find 2 pitchers of wine. Take the one that one of the guests wants to pour and walk to his table with the pitcher. The chap will activate the option to pour wine for him. After serving the guest, you can return the pitcher or wait to see if the next guest wants the same wine. Be careful not to let guests wait too long or pour them a wine they didn't order. Repeated delays won't be tolerated. White, red.
Our current Waffen arsenal is a joke. And on top of that, the army was requisitioning from it.
Adam,
Should
that's
the town reserve
Adam.
have worse
Nothing
weapons
for
than
him.
any Räuber
Get out
in
of
the
the way.
domain?
Paying attention.
What are
Boy,
you getting
I'd like some white.
Alders?
I'm saying that the bandits who freed Hinnick, the Dry Devil, used that thing. That Hackenbücher. Hand cannon. Can you believe it? Where did they get them?
Are you deaf? You're the one who should know where they got white. Since you're a gunsmith.
Who?
What are you implying, Friedrich? All I'm saying is that they had them, Herrgott. It is eine Schande when outlaws have better weapons than the
Who?
city garrison. Are you deaf or something? And Herr
Who?
König surely knows this too.
Who?
What is it, Eldris? You smell a deal?
What I smell is that your stubborn heads do not realize what Schwierigkeiten this is.
You can shove that damn pitcher.
The Dry Devil is running free.
Who wants the wine?
Everywhere in the region. We have the army bearing down, and you want to defend yourselves with a few rusty halberds.
There's
And
no
who is
one.
it you want to fight? Exactly.
I'd like some monastery wine.
The merciful
Refill my
King
cup, boy.
Sigismund is providing us with
Not
plenty,
you.
Isn't it?
Who wants the bloody
His
wine?
army will not be here forever.
Shut up! The king can arrive at any moment. What if he heard
Monastery
you?
wine.
What
Here.
then? We're sitting atop the biggest silver heap in the kingdom, and we're supposed to defend it with brooms?
You're right, Eldris. But where can we get the coin for better equipment?
We can always confiscate the property
Monastery
of the
wine.
king's
Here.
enemies. Nicht wahr?
We are more than familiar with the jämmerlich state of our armory. And the king is surely aware of it as well. Maybe if he
That's
waived
not a
some
good
of the
idea, sir.
taxes...
This is
The king
unbelievable.
fears that this town will rise against him. He'll take the arming of the city's militia as a preparation for war.
So you suggest we just wait with arms crossed for the Raubringer
Hey, wait up.
to wreak
Pour me some
havoc
monastery
all
wine.
around?
We
Who?
can always ask the king to bring order to the realm with his army.
But then the Dörfler will rise up.
I'm afraid I see no solution of the current situation. We shall wait and see
Monastery
what
wine
His
here.
Majesty thinks about
Where?
the matter. Maybe we can change his mind. Vielleicht.
Sir?
Well, thank the Lord.
I'd like to report to the Honorable Council on the cleanliness of the city and the state
I'd
of
like
the
some
public
monastery
baths.
wine.
You mean
Refill my
baths
cup, boy.
or brothels?
Isn't it the same thing?
So, the cleanliness of the city is not what it should
I'd
be.
like to oblige,
The current
but
baths in the
I'm
city
out.
fall
This
far
is
short of
unbelievable.
covering all the citizens' needs.
You're right.
Waiter.
We do have the new baths in Hopbrink. And Adam's
More
old
wine,
ones.
Master Bailiff.
But I hear
I
the
have
Hopbrink
enough
baths are
wine.
more of
Come
a pigsty.
closer.
They still are a bit, but the quality went downhill at Adam.
I need something from you. There is an item in my study that I confiscated from a female thief. She thought she could wriggle out of it by telling me who the item belongs to.
And what is it?
A silver goblet. She sneaked into Sir Ulrich's house and stole it. No one's noticed the theft yet. But if Ulrich finds out, he'll turn the city upside down to find the culprit. Go and get it. And don't you make a mess there, understand?
I can't. I'm supposed to serve the lords.
You're supposed to do what you're told. But suit yourself. I'll go and get it myself after the assembly.
Or overestimated. If someone needs to wash, there's a
Boy,
river just a
I'd
few
like some
steps from the city walls.
You.
Certainly. And they can get leeches there for free as well. And while he's there,
Put
a
it
man
down.
can shave and take a you-know-what.
So
I
what?
apologise, sir.
Going to the baths
Which
is
one?
neither a civic duty nor a right.
Have you forgotten the Black Death? A great many people died needlessly.
Are you questioning God's plan?
What?
The Black Death had nothing to do with the baths.
Sir?
Unless the Lord wishes to punish the wickedness that's going on in there.
Keeping the city clean is important. But we don't have money to spend. Arguing about who is going to wash where and how is a waste of time.
Waiter, get me
It's
white.
only a waste of time because we're always arguing about the same thing.
Not
Sorry,
at all.
sir.
If you'd finally
Orders
admit
from
that it's
above.
a trifle,
This is
we wouldn't have to keep
unbelievable.
coming back to it.
A trifle? Do you ever walk the streets here? Sewage, rats, slop, and rubbish. The least we can do for the citizens is to provide them with a place to wash up.
What nonsense! Next, you'll want me to serve wine to everyone for free, too.
Why not? In Jerome Nars's earthly paradise, everything would be free.
Don't put words in my mouth.
Gentlemen, let's agree to disagree. What if the king heard us?
I got word that Ruthard has pulled off another deed.
That's nothing unusual. That old
Everyone's
weasel
happy at
will
the
never
moment.
accept that the city isn't run his way, at least until His Majesty honors us with his visit. And as we know, Kunzlin absolutely
Tokai!
hates him.
And the full He can hate all he wants,
Who?
as long as he does no damage. Ulrich, what have you got to say about it?
Me? Well, I'm not sure what you...
I apologise, sir.
I'm speaking
Which
about the
one?
Ruthard
White
incident.
Tokai.
You were there, weren't you?
Oh, that. Just a small misunderstanding. We've sorted it out and everything's...
Who wanted it?
My ears must be deceiving me. Are you defending Ruthard? Besides, if his men
Sir?
attacked yours, as I've heard, then we have a good reason to punish him.
Well,
What happened there? Leave nothing out.
I don't like Ruthard, true, but in this case it really was nothing.
Everyone in the city gossiped about it. I heard there were several dead.
Did you? That's grossly exaggerated. I don't think Ruthard will cause any trouble. He is sensible enough not to draw attention to himself while the king is here.
That's true. Because if we don't do
Boy,
something about him,
I'd like
the
some
king
white.
himself will put an end to him, and soon.
Unless he puts an end to us first. God
Sir?
knows what he wants to tell us.
If nothing happened, there's no point in
Thank you,
dwelling on
waiter.
it. Let's move on.
Things have got out of order in the town. Some adventurers decided to take the law into their own hands and restore the tradition of duels.
It's
like
not only
some
barbaric,
monastery wine.
but also
Refill
illegal.
my cup,
I could
boy.
understand it with mercenaries, students, other scum of all kinds, but city councillors?
Be specific, Forsooker. Are you blaming one of us?
Come now, waiter.
and look
I
who
wanted
spoke
red.
first. First of all, it wasn't a duel. It was supposed to be an honorable combat.
Vanish, you hear me?
And I didn't even take part in it.
And that's the only reason you're still here on the council and not in the pillory.
It didn't even take place. To talk about a duel is not the same as participating in it. Nothing happened. So what?
I suspect the gentleman from the city's sword-fighting school brought this custom to
Refill,
us.
sir.
It's
You
now
think I
run
come to
by
the
the
council
German
just to go
Menheim.
Come
Who
here.
knows who that fellow is?
Don't be ridiculous, Forsooker. You act like you've never...
What can I help you with, sir?
I left my gloves in the chapel. I took them off to pray, but then I rushed here and forgot to take them. I can't just get up and walk out now. But if you disappear for
No
a little
way,
while...
Mr. Emmerman.
I really shouldn't, sir.
A fine servant you are.
Tough
Open
tits.
contempt of the whole town garrison. The guards are apparently settling accounts their own way. We'll soon
I'd like
be
some
the
monastery
laughing
wine.
stock of the
Refill
whole
my
town.
cup, boy.
You can rest assured the whole town is already laughing at us all day long.
That's not a good idea,
What
sir.
if they have
This
one
is
more reason?
unbelievable.
My words exactly. The town council is
When's the
squabbling
king
constantly
coming here?
at the Emperor Charles, and no one is left unscathed.
And you, a councillor, let people throw dirt on our work?
If I threw out everyone who complains over a beer, I'd soon be out of customers.
Ah, to hell with it. We'll never get anywhere like this. Why waste our time?
Since there's the eternal dispute over the cathedrals, the building of the church is dragging on, and in the meantime, they are calling diocesan pilgrimages to settlers, right under our noses. It's just a village with a monastery, and they are going to make a royal mining city. Why can't we build faster? Hire more craftsmen,
waiter!
start with night shifts.
Pour me some
Haven't you
cup.
noticed there's a war going on? Are the experts from far off supposed to work in a city under siege?
Besides, I get the feeling there's something other than the welfare of the city behind
Boy!
your complaints.
Oh, you do?
white
Do you? Sir? And what would that be?
Like, for instance,
You,
would
lad.
like to have your
You
own
look
altar
familiar
there?
to me.
So what if I would?
Have we met?
Hold your horses,
I-
gentlemen. That
I
space
really
in the
couldn't
side
say,
nave
sir.
is mine.
When hell freezes over,
I have
my
a
friend,
feeling
your place is at least
before,
2 steps
too.
behind mine.
A
Or with someone
swordsmith
who
dares
looks a
to
hell
insult
of a
me?
lot like you.
Ha!
I'm
I think not.
Excuse me? You wanted to buy yourself an altar in the cathedral, just like you bought yourself a seat in this council.
How dare you? I acquired my
Hey,
seat
boy.
for the services
Full cup of
our
monastery
guild
wine.
provided and still provides to the crown.
Well, I hope you're not supplying equipment to the army. If that's all they have, they would be defeated by that bunch of ne'er-do-wells from the alehouse.
Waiter, I wanted monastery wine.
Those wrestlers of theirs, of course.
What do you
People
want
from the
here,
whole town
you
go to
fool?
watch them brawl.
Haven't you caused me enough trouble already?
This seems to me.
Because it has all been sorted out. Not long ago, the guards raided and threw them all out.
Ah, yes, I had forgotten. What do we have to discuss next?
That it? Sounds
Hey, boy, a full cup of monastery wine.
Sir?
Thank you, waiter.
Hey, we did it. Or at least I think we did it. Also, I was carrying the red, not the white.
I'm telling you, something is being planned. Oh, I doubt it. No one's going to tackle Ruthard.
We finally get to see who Sigismund is. Or maybe not. There he is. Sigismund. And Owlets. Uh-oh. Bow, you moron. Do it. Don't look. Don't look at him. Don't look at him. I'm trying to force the camera to go down.
You have nothing to fear. Not you. Like this band of fires!
Where's at that time at Raborsch? Oh, so we're gonna get filled in on what's happening with the others. It's cool, it's cool, it's a big story happening. Poor little Raborsch. They've got their own wine waiter as well. There's Ruthard. Ah, and there's oh, I've forgotten his name now.
Come
Never
now,
mind.
father. Put a little life into your dying. Seen more cheerful priests at funerals.
I'd rather be at one than here. I hoped I'd never see this fortress again in my life.
Unpleasant memories?
You have no idea. I didn't part ways with my father on entirely good terms. 20 years ago.
And now you're 2 decades older and wiser. At your Ujit's parish, you spread the word of God to your flock, and you saved my neck and Henry's too.
He did
I'd
that.
say your father should be proud of you.
None of that matters a damn to him.
Who knows? Maybe that 20 years has changed a thing or two.
You know what? Let's drop the subject. Do you know any of the guests here?
Most of them I'm seeing for the first time in my life. It's a pretty varied company. We've had bandits, nobles, burghers, a priest, and even a rabbi coming together here. It's like the start of some joke.
Wait a moment. Rabbi, you say? The Kuttenberg rabbi?
Yeah. He came with a retinue. But for now, they're keeping mostly to themselves. Maybe you should go and welcome some of them. After all, this used to be your home. And you're a spiritual man too, so you should have something in common.
I wouldn't be too sure. But I suppose I can try.
Oh, we're playing as him now, I guess, then.
Who's that French fellow you brought here from Maleshov?
We played as him earlier, right?
The great Baron Brabant. Been everywhere, knows everything, and has the keys to half the kingdom. He's got more fairy tales
Can't
than
remember
my
his
old man.
name.
Can he be trusted?
He's a blabbermouth.
We've
with a
got his
harmless
ring.
one. Besides, he defended Kuttenberg, and you know how that went. If he were on Sigismund's side,
Godwin.
he'd probably have been locked up with me.
How does it feel to breathe free air again?
What can I say? You can never truly appreciate freedom until someone locks you up for a while.
Or until you become a priest.
No fear of that in my case. I intend to enjoy life to the full. Wine, women, and song.
What do you plan to do now you're a free man again?
What do you think? Get drunk, woo one of the local wenches, and wake up in the morning with no hose and a head like a church bell.
Have you perchance forgotten we're supposed to be deciding the future of the kingdom here?
I'll leave that to the older and wiser. And duller.
Dear me. I'd rather creep off into some corner with a full wineskin. But I suppose I'll have to introduce myself to the rest of the guests, eh?
Indeed you should. After all, you are one of the lords of Raborsch.
Oh, don't start with that. I'd like to steer clear of the old man as long as I can.
In that case, you should sound out Radzig and Hanush and find out what they're actually planning.
Hanush is the bearded guy, that's right. Alehouse maid. Noble. Noble. Guard. 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 Standing around chatting guard. Anna of Waldstein. Fair enough. Noble. 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 Rabbi. Samuel, that's it. Samuel. Hans. Noble. Noble. John of Liechtenstein.
Finally accepted my invitation.
Martin Oderin. Haman Adler. Kunzlin. Ruthard? Kunzlin Ruthard, sorry. Who else? Vauquelin.
Good health to you, sir. I'm Godwin. A friend of that lad you arrived with, Henry. We don't know each other.
Baron Vauquelin Brabant, Chevalier d'Arezzo.
I have a feeling he's going to natter a bit.
I am a warrior, a traveler,
a
strategist, and also, à ma manière, a poet.
My word. Isn't that exhausting?
Mais non! And I'm glad to meet a new friend.
I beg your pardon, but I'm not looking to make friends here.
But you seek allies, no? Is it not in a sense the same thing? The friend of my friend is also my friend, and you say you know Henri, a likable boy, although he could still learn quite a lot from moi-même.
How did you end up imprisoned in Maleshov?
Ah, c'est une histoire compliquée. It was after I heroically led the defense of Kuttenberg, and only lost it narrowly by an unfortunate turn of events.
That needs some explanation. What unfortunate turn of events?
Oh, misère. It is clear you have never been to war.
Oh.
So, be so kind as to enlighten me.
When they broke through the defense, I ended up in captivity. It was only due to my acquaintances in a court that I escaped execution.
Oh? I thought it was Henry who saved your neck.
No.
My neck was not at risk in Maleshov. I may have still been a prisoner with my personal freedom restricted. But they never broke my spirit.
You say you're a poet? How about a verse or two to amuse us?
Jamais. Is poetry nothing but a fuss to you? Is a poet a gesture for amusement? I think not. To recite, I require the proper mood. And besides, few here would understand me.
Where have you been on your travels? Have you seen the ocean?
But of course! I was born by the sea. If you are interested in my greatest journeys, then I have traveled with a merchant caravan all the way to the Ottoman Empire. And if you are interested in my greatest deed, then that was perhaps saving the life of the King of France.
And you wouldn't by any chance know the Pope, personally?
He's taking
Which one
the
do you
piss.
mean? I spoke briefly with Boniface IX when I was sojourning in Rome. A pleasant fellow.
How come almost nobody here knows you?
I am operating, as they say. Incognito.
I am slightly
My great
suspicious
benefit is
of
my
him.
strong connection with the French court. There, everyone knows my name. Here in Bohemia, I'm still building my reputation, slowly, but surely.
Okay.
What can I say? Shit.
Okay, so we really... It's only giving us these guys to talk to. What if I mean, what if I leave? I can just okay, that's just guards. All right, let's do what it wants. I saw there was a crowd of women down there though. That's what I was going to go and talk to. Like their wives, I guess.
Wardrobes, everything. And they start asking
Rabbi. Samuel. Could have talked to
Such
Samuel.
rare guests. One wouldn't expect to find among Christians representatives of your community. I'm Godwin. My greetings to you.
Peace be with you. Neither would one expect a priest here. And yet...
How do you know I'm a priest?
It's not difficult to tell. After all, we have much in common. And we are both a little on unfamiliar ground here. I'm Jehuda, leader of the rabbinical court in the sacred community of Kuttenberg. And
We tried to get into the mosque,
Samuel,
but there were no doors
my
that
aide.
worked.
Who would rather not be here at all?
Come, Samuel.
Can you not see everyone is staring at us?
Because we all need to help each other in this time of need. And why would they not stare when you are frowning so?
Are you here to arrange some trade?
We have more serious matters to attend to here than gaining a few groschen. The situation in the town and the kingdom is unsustainable. The whole land is on the brink of destruction. You have men and weapons. We have the means to sustain them.
Why are you telling this to a Koimer? You wanted to deliver what we brought to the Margrave and quickly leave.
Everything in good time, Samuel.
Jobst is here?
We have just arrived,
I haven't
after
seen
all.
him.
Did you come to lend money to the lords?
Not to lend, but to give. Help given to the needy is repaid only by God.
You don't even know if you can trust them. With that money, we could have paid mercenaries ourselves.
You remind me of my young friend Henry. He's a bit of a hothead too.
Henry? That messenger of Radzig Copula?
You know each other. You're both around the same age.
That would be him. But we did not get off to a very good start.
I reckon the two of you would hit it off. He's reliable and has his heart in the right place. For a young stripling, he's been through plenty. It's not so long since his parents were killed in Skalitz. He was supposed to become a blacksmith, and instead, he's roaming the world, risking his neck at every turn.
Wait, a blacksmith, you say? From Skalitz?
Aye, that's right. Did you know anyone there?
I knew of someone. A blacksmith by the name of Martin.
My daughter knew him most, and that is why Samuel is in this world. For our numerous sins.
Maybe he was my father, but he certainly didn't act like one. Ma raised me on her own.
And that was all for the best.
Why? He should have taken care of me, but instead he fathered another bastard.
Don't make hasty judgments. As far as I know, Martin didn't have any other children. At least, none of his own. He took in Henry, and raised him as his own, on the orders of the Lord of Skalitz, Sir Radzig Kobyla, Henry's real father.
I don't care if he took care of 20 other mamsas.
That boy's blood father denied him, just like yours did to you.
A person can't choose their parents. And Henry only found out about it recently.
Enough. I'd rather have a drink. Will you have one too, Zayde?
For that, there will be more suitable times.
Good health.
L'chaim.
Time. Have we talked to it? I think. Oh, yep. Yep, we are being pushed onwards to the story. Doors fling open now. Hey, all the guys from the
Dear friends and allies, in
Devil's
these
Den are here.
troublesome times, you all know why we're here. The question remains, what to do next? Sigismund is facing troubles in Hungary, and here too, he is up against resistance. He's a capable strategist, but a poor diplomat. Mark my words. If we wait him out until winter, he will leave of his own accord.
By winter, he'll have torched all our fortresses and carried off everything that we possess.
Are we seriously gonna wait and cower in a corner? Or are we gonna drive them out in shame? A few well-planned raids and we could have him in our fists!
At what price? Have you got men to spare? Has any of you got men and money to spare?
Oh, Rabbi
We
said
don't
yes.
have men out there.
Yes, we do.
We do not.
Jobst is right. That whole sun won't fall easily.
Only we can't wait.
Are we to get ourselves killed?
Or end with nothing?
Wait.
Friends, we'll get nowhere like this. Let's adjourn ourselves and try to think it through.
Or just get drunk.
Well, that went just as expected. Good health. And to yours. Could it have gone any other way when there's so many of us here? I would have expected a bit more sense from Jobst, of all people.
Agreed.
He made an amateur's mistake. But it's hard to be angry with him when he's trying to ingratiate himself with everyone. By the way, I'm John of Liechtenstein.
I know.
And you must be Godwin, the son of...
That's not a thing I've ever boasted of. How do you know that?
I have my sources. From what I've heard about you, I'd judge you could be quite useful to me at today's gathering.
Is that so?
Indeed. And that's why I'd like to ask something of you.
It depends what it's all about.
A little delicate diplomacy. I expect we can agree that Jobst's plan has certain shortcomings?
That's a weak word.
And the way it stands at the moment, he'll never get the support of the council. But I have an idea how to change that.
Well, I'm curious how you hope to shut Zizka up and satisfy the ones who want peace.
We'll sit and wait quietly until Sigismund withdraws of his own volition, as Jobst proposes, but we'll be waiting in the military camp of our huge new army.
What?
When Sigismund sees that, he'll be off to Hungary all the sooner. At a gallop.
Exactly. Sigismund's army is demoralized and weakened. And besides, he's running out of resources. He's able to tackle fortresses that aren't able to defend themselves, but he won't engage an equal force on the battlefield.
But he can't retreat either. That would be a disgrace.
And that's exactly why we'll wait until he's called back to Hungary by events there. For the plan to work, we need allies, their money and their determination. We've already set the ground for it. We just need negotiators who will push the right people in the right direction.
Are you saying you set everything in motion even before Jobst?
More like in parallel, but without his knowledge. If we find support and make it look like the whole thing was his idea, we'll all win.
Why are you doing all this anyway?
Because I want to put a stop to the senseless deaths. And also because I'm happier with Wenceslas on the Bohemian throne.
You've got an interesting way of approaching things.
You're certainly not the first to tell me that. I take it as a compliment.
I'll help you. What exactly should I do?
I'll give you 3 names.
Botchek of Kunstadt, Haman Alder, and Anna of Waldstein.
I've seen
If
them
you
all.
can get those three on our side, we've won the day. Meanwhile, I'll take care of Jobst.
What if it doesn't work?
I refuse to even consider that outcome, because it would mean slow but certain defeat for all of us.
Why me, of all people?
Because you've got a head on your shoulders. You know how to talk, and you're not just out for your own good. You and your friend Henry are similar in that respect. That's why I know I can count on you both. There aren't many like you two left.
Tell me a bit more about those people, so I know who I'm dealing with.
Certainly. Who do you want to start with?
Botchek of Kunstad. I know the name, but I can't quite place him.
That's just the thing. He's got massive estates, great influence, but he holds back. He doesn't play the big game, because he doesn't like to take risks. He always goes for the sure thing. But once he's made his mind up, not even a pair of oxen
Do I
will
have the
hold him
same
back.
talkie stats as Henry on this character?
Alder the Alderman. Wasn't he a Kuttenberg councillor?
He still is. The only one who retained his position after the city was taken. Only he's here, instead of cozying up with Sigismund in Kuttenberg. So his days in the council are numbered. But he'll continue to have a strong influence on the guilds and the rich burghers. And that's why we need him.
Anna of Waldstein. The widow of that rich mine owner. What was his name?
Wenzel Bartosz. And I'm not surprised you forgot.
I was quite surprised to see
Bartosz
her
was
here. Assemblies like
Oh no,
this are more
Bartosek
about
was the
A
tailor.
male affair? So far, Godwin, so far. Anna is holding back and behaving like an exemplary young widow. But don't trust appearances. She's got claws, she knows how to do her sums, and she certainly has no love lost for Sigismund.
And what use can she be to us? Apart from her late husband's money, of course.
She's as sharp as they come when it comes to trade. And she knows a thing or two about diplomacy. There are wicked tongues that claim Bartosz acquired most of his wealth thanks to her. And that it was thanks to her that he died, too.
I'll get on it then. Wish me luck.
I wish us both luck. Before the day is over, the die will be cast.
Success to our plans.
Any other talkie bits, mister?
How are you getting on so far?
Everything is going so well. It's making me nervous.
Glad to hear it. I'm happy I wasn't wrong about you. Keep it up. We've still got a lot of work to do. Just don't overdo it with the wine. No one takes a walking wineskin seriously.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's doing this after every conversation, right? Konrad? Who are you?
Sir, I don't believe I've had the honor.
Nor I, until now. I am Sir Konrad, Lord of Vechta. And you are the heir to the Lord of Raborsch, are you not?
Used to be. My father somewhat disowned me some time ago.
And I used to be the Royal Mint Master, until the King decided to replace me.
Are you going to support the Margrave's proposal?
I haven't quite decided yet. It's true that displeasure against the King is noticeably growing in Kuttenberg, but if our rebellion were to come face to face with Sigismund's army, I'd be risking my future, if not my life.
Do you think you might get your position as Mint Master back again?
I doubt it. Half the town hates Vavak, but no one would even think of saying a word against him. And he knows that his security stands and falls with his function, so he clings to it tooth and nail.
We've got quite a bit in common, wouldn't you say?
More than you think. If my memory doesn't deceive me, you serve as a parish priest. So I recollect, at least, from my recent discussions with Martin.
Served. That's in the past.
Even so. Before King Wenceslas appointed me his mint master, I was a priest. I was even being groomed to become a bishop.
And now look at us. We have cast off our robes and merrily hatched plots against Sigismund.
There's no point in waiting for divine intervention. On the contrary, the current state of affairs demands quite a secular approach.
It was a pleasure to meet you.
Likewise.
Right. I'd better get to all of these people, because... Okay, Samuel. I can still talk to Samuel, but let's talk to at least one of the ones...
with you, noble lady.
Quickly.
There's something I'd like to ask of you.
God be with you. What would that be?
Your diplomatic support. And your money.
No beating around the bush, eh? I like that. But what do you want my money for?
Margrave Jobst's plan has some gaps, milady. We need to gather enough resources to...
To muster an army that Margrave can't afford on his own?
Christ. Be praised. You're astute.
I should say so. All sorts of people have their eyes on my money, and divining their intentions is a necessity. Although, between the two of us, it isn't hard to figure out what Liechtenstein is after.
How do you know Liechtenstein is behind it?
I know most of the people here very well. Many of them certainly have doubts about the Margrave's plans. But they wouldn't dream of stating them aloud. While it seems that Lord Liechtenstein, on the contrary, sees his opportunity.
I'd say you have a better nose for people than most of
Why
this...
reputation lost?
Not only for people, but also for good food and wine.
I thought we were getting on well.
And beneficial deals.
Then you're in the right place. This occasion provides all of those things.
The wine here is average. The cooks lack imagination. And I have yet to hear any interesting offers. So, to the point. What is it that Liechtenstein wants from me?
Nothing more than support and resources for an army to parley more effectively with Sigismund.
Nothing more? I'd say that's plenty. And why ask me for help? Why should I, of all people, take the risk?
It's not only your money we're interested in. You're well able to negotiate and trade. And if you were to take part in our plan...
Then I'd be helpful to you on two fronts. If you want me to support you, you must give me a good reason. Perhaps a favor in return.
Do you have something in particular in mind?
Well, one of the guests here has something that shouldn't get into the wrong hands.
Who's that?
Haman Alder.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you were to switch these papers for the ones he brought with him, I would support your proposal.
Have you fallen out with the town councillor?
No. Alder is innocent in the matter. My relatives from the House of Bartosz are behind it all. They're disappointed that I dared outlive my husband, and the fact that I'm handling his estates makes their hair stand on end.
And these papers I'm supposed to switch, what do they concern?
My relatives somehow dug up some trade contracts between myself and certain undesirable parties.
You were dealing with the enemy.
They were not the enemy at the time. My conscience is clear, but I'll rest easier when those papers are in my hands.
I'm supposed to rob an ally.
Haman Alder was given the documents to deliver to the council. He hasn't yet had a chance to look at them, so he won't even notice the difference.
And the papers I'm supposed to plant on Alder?
Just insignificant documents. If the incriminating ones disappeared without a trace, it would arouse suspicion.
All right, I'll help you. Or at least I'll give it a try.
Alder will surely have the papers in his saddlebags, which he left in the shed on the outer courtyard. Bring them to me, and put these there instead.
Okay.
But watch yourself. Oderin's groom has eyes everywhere.
All right. Can't read. Just a quest item. So we can talk to Samuel. Mustn't
Nobody
forget.
has the likes of these.
Not even Wojciech?
Not even Wojciech, and he's a great lord.
I'd like to check your horses out. See if they're as good as you say.
Ha, even better. But you won't believe it until you see for yourself.
And you might not believe your eyes when you do see them. Well, well, we have a new guest. I wanted to...
You wanted to apologize for crashing into my home without it by your leave. Or to harass my guests some more?
I want to have a word with Alder.
Well, I'm having a word with you.
I apologize, Father.
For interrupting our conversation? Or just for being you?
Is that your...
Unfortunately. Speak up then. What are you doing here?
We'll talk later and in private. Right now we have more important things to attend to.
Don't try my patience.
Why so strict, Martin?
20 years ago, he was nothing but a cheeky brat, only interested in wenches and booze. I got him a place at the Archbishopric to have some sense beaten into his head. Only it wasn't long before they kicked him out. And then I find out he's settled in some backwater parish in Sassau. But he took his boozing and whoring along with him, lost everything, and then came creeping home again. Huh?
Try saying it again a little louder. They might not have heard you in the outer courtyard.
You have the impertinence to show me your face after the way you disgraced our whole family?
You're exaggerating. Like you've always done.
Me? Exaggerating? You're the one who turned my home into a house of ill repute. Your whores wandering around as if they owned the place.
Oh, actually, anything fun was strictly banned under your roof. But maybe you ought to try it yourself sometime. Then maybe you won't be
this
such a
didn't go
bitter
well.
old grouch.
Dishonoring your host.
I can't dishonor someone who has no honor. If you had any, you'd be...
That's enough.
Chirstopher.
You won't get away with those insults. I challenge
What
you to
the
a duel.
frick?
We've never met, and we have no cause to be enemies. Take back your challenge, and we'll sort things out peacefully.
You've got no other option. You insulted Father's honor.
Gentlemen, surely there's no need for violence.
That's what I said.
I can have a word in private with Lord Oderin, the second, as he desires, and then...
Out of the question. This uncouth lout
My
needs
name
a
is
lesson.
Oderin.
And he's got plenty to learn from Chirstopher.
Godwin
By
Elderin.
God's grace, I have at least one son I can be proud of.
You want satisfaction? You'll get nothing but shame. As always. Suit yourself, then. We'll fight. Come to the outer courtyard, but quietly. We don't have to put on a show for the crowd.
After you.
Well, that's that. Now, where were we?
Shouldn't we rather...
No, Chirstopher will sort it out, you'll see.
Really?
Room for us. We'll just settle a very private matter. It's an honorable duel, man against man. Stay back.
Cover your right side!
Enough.
You've got a gap there I can drive
That
a
will
car
do.
through!
My God. Where did you learn to wield a sword like that? Father always said you were a good-for-nothing boozer. That you could teach sword fighting in a school.
I was in a war. Right after they kicked me out of the Archbishopric. And you ought to know yourself. Not all the faults that Father sees are real.
Aye. Well, I apologize for going off like that. I had to, so
So father would be satisfied. I know. Only he'll never be satisfied. The sooner you realize that, the better.
I thought he was the way he was because his first son let him down. And he hoped at least his second would become something.
Not at all. I remember him the same since I was a nipper. When I was 6 years old, I fell off a horse and broke my leg. He wouldn't talk to me for a week because I'd let him down.
The first time he took me hunting, he let me starve for 3 days until I was able to shoot my first hare.
Only 3 days? He got soft.
I always wondered who you were. There was never much talk about you at home.
Look, I really did fuck up everything I could. I brawled and boozed until they threw me out of my own parish. But now, I have a chance to put things to rights a little.
And that's why you want to talk to Alder?
I've got to get him on our side and to cooperate with us.
Aren't we all on the same side?
Maybe everyone's saying that. But it's time to put it into action.
After your encounter with Father, it won't be easy to get to Alder. Actually, I don't think you should even attempt it. Unless you want to anger Father even more.
What else can I do, though?
I'll talk to him myself. He'll hear me out for sure. But you'll have to trust me. And tell me what it's all about.
All right, then. You've heard Jobst's plan, right? It's a nice idea, but we can't wait around without an army to back us up.
Only no one's going to pay for one, because that would be an outright admission of rebelling against Sigismund.
Alder's got some clout with the councillors and burghers who are loyal to Sigismund. If he agrees, they'll follow.
I expect Alder's not the only one you're after.
You got that right.
Leave Alder to me. The plan sounds sensible, and he's no fool.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can drag me to a tavern sometime. Pa doesn't need to know about it.
You're starting to sound like a brother.
Okay. Now, saddlebags. Well, I'm not injured. Okay. Hey, we've got some books. Why is he carrying these on him? That's cool. Saddlebags? Oh, do I not have a torch? I do have a torch. Why didn't it light then? Why isn't my torch working? Huh. Well, that was a little bit weird. No saddlebags in here. Nope. These don't look like stables.
God bless.
Aren't you a bit bored?
What's your problem? The horses are fed and watered. I'm not idle.
God forbid. But standing around here must be a pain in the arse, no? You might get thirsty.
Not really. What of it?
Shall we roll some dice? I'm sure you can take a little breather, eh?
Well, all right. But just for a little while. I'll wait at the table over there.
See ya then. No saddlebags. Bibiana. How do I know whose horse it is? Cabalius. Henry. How do I know which horse? Shit. Is it in the logbook? Oh. Ah. Ah. Gotcha.
God be with you, my friend.
God be with you. Hey, didn't you want a game of dice? I've been waiting for you.
I can't see you. Where are you? Yeah.
Somehow I'm no longer in the mood for it.
That makes two of us.
Bye. So... These are not dangerous stairs at all, are they? This is not the way. Is the other person here? Radzig? We can talk to Radzig.
Godwin, you wouldn't be avoiding me. We didn't have much time for conversation on the way here. Let's rectify that.
With pleasure, sir. As it happens, there's something I'd like to ask you. What are you expecting from today's gathering, my lord?
Well, I have no great expectations. But, all going well, we may be able to establish some joint
I need to
steps
talk to the
towards
other guy.
future. As long as we proceed without prior agreement and mutual support, we will be very unlikely to achieve any progress.
I couldn't help but notice your son has a bit of a talent for
Henry.
getting into trouble.
To put it mildly, but not to do him an injustice, knowing young Lord Capon, he undoubtedly contributed to that more than a little.
Yes.
Although, if they didn't pull each other out of trouble, God knows where they'd be now.
Wise words. Still, Henry's come a long way on a thorny path. I trust you're rightfully proud of him.
You know, I am. And Martin would also be glad, even though Henry chose a different path than he.
May God grant him eternal rest. Where did you leave Sir Divish? Surely he's not too old to miss out on such an event.
Haven't you heard? Lady Stephanie is with child. No one even imagined Divish would produce an heir at his age.
As they say, doesn't matter who kneaded the dough, as long as there's a pie in the oven.
Godwin.
Well, it could be a miracle. Praise the Lord!
Indeed. Hi, Dry Devil. Hanush, I don't have time, bud. Wait. I've got to talk to that other guy. Anna and Botchek. We can talk to the others. Botchek? Where's Anna? She's a guaranteed, right? So we should do that. Then we have at least 2 or 3, even if I run out of time.
Quiet! You don't have to announce it to everyone.
Lady, with all the clamor going on here, I can hardly hear my own thoughts. Here they are.
You're more capable than I expected. Thanks for the help.
You're welcome. And now you're part of the bargain.
As agreed. I will support Liechtenstein's proposal with both words and money.
Thank you, noble lady. God will...
Yes, quite. But let's drink to our bargain, Godwin.
I'd like to, but I'm afraid I've had more than my fill already. I wouldn't want to cause a scandal.
Wise. No matter, I shall drink a toast alone. But to your health.
Reputation lost. Right, Samuel and Hanush to talk to, not Capon. Noble. After we find Bartosz. Blah blah blah. Konrad. Noble. Where's this Bartosz? Can't talk to Adler. Ruthard as well to talk to if we have time. Brabant. No, where's this other guy then? Margrave Jobst. Can talk to you as well. Where's this Bartosz guy? Frick. Have I missed him? Can whatever is stopping me get out of the way? Liechtenstein. Noble. Someone out here? Wait, there's a letter L.
Again, he's supposed to be upon soul. He's nothing but a bloody fraud. I mean, who the hell does he think he is?
Yeah, L is who I'm looking for. Chirstopher?
Just told me to bugger off. Women's law. Happy to help him. But when it comes to me, he don't give a fuck.
And what can I get for you?
No, it's outside. Wait, how do I get... Is that... No. How do I get out? How do I get down? Down here. Wait, Konrad? Wait, who are all these? We've done this room. I've just gone round in a circle somehow. How the hell? Stairs? Anywhere? Ah. You're not Bartosz? Wait, he's... Ah, there's another floor. Konrad?
Dice are falling my way today.
Guard. Noble. Guard. Noble.
Line their pockets.
Bot check. Right. I'm going to do all these chatty
We're
bits.
on the wrong side.
Sir Bocek, I need to speak with you for a moment.
A man hardly puts his cup to his lips and someone comes along to put a flea in his ear. Jobst comes up with a plan as full of holes as a beggar's shoes, and now you're all jostling to win me over for him.
On the contrary, I've come here with an idea how to improve it.
Does that improvement include a few thousand men-at-arms? If not, you can go to the devil with it.
A few thousand men-at-arms as a convincing argument. And 100 horsemen on top. Only in order to get them, we need coin.
You've got my
Hey, it's
attention,
the
but
Dry Devil
not
there.
my money yet.
No, it's not. It's,
Don't worry, it's not just your money I want to draw on. Believe it or not, we've gained
Siska.
other patrons for our cause too.
Really? Name at least one of those lunatics, then.
Anna of Waldstein, for instance.
Truly? Well, let's see about it, then.
I wouldn't mention the word lunatic.
All right, let's discuss it, candidly. I have a lot of property, lots of subjects to look after, and along with that, the Lord blessed me with a large family. I can't risk it all in a conflict with Sigismund.
So you need guarantees that you won't be left standing in the cold if you openly oppose Sigismund?
My guarantee is called Yitka. She's my niece.
We know
If I
Yitka.
succeeded in marrying her off to another strong house, I'll have the certainty that I won't be left alone.
Maybe it's enough to find a suitable groom among the allies.
Perhaps someone of suitable standing who Yitka would also gladly accept. I don't want her to be unhappy.
I believe Liechtenstein is single.
And an uncertain party. Besides, he's inconvenient for Sigismund. Yitka could end up being a pawn to blackmail both of us.
How about young Lord Capon?
He's a youngster still.
He may be young, but he's got something between his ears. He's got battle experience. And when he gets the estate that's his by right, he'll be well secured for life.
If he gets it. Right now, Hanush lords over Rattay and seems quite happy with that state of affairs. On the other hand, the lords of Lipa have a good reputation, and Hanush can always be relied on despite his temper. Maybe it's not such a bad idea.
So, will you support our plan?
You're selling the skin of a boar that's still grunting. First, I want a confirmation that the wedding will take place as soon as possible.
And what if Lord Capon refuses?
I don't care what the young lord thinks. Hanush is the one to decide. If he agrees, I'll be happy to support your plan.
Pushing a friend to tie the knot to save the kingdom. Things have come to a pretty pass.
The kingdom will not forget his sacrifice. Now stop dilly-dallying and go and tell Hanush.
So we have to speak to Hanush. Alright. There's a few people we can talk to. How many things did that just add to the quest? Hanush. Just Hanush. Right, back up here. We'll talk to a couple more people. I think there's 3 people more we can talk to.
I've got some good news and some bad news for you.
The bad news is there's hardly any females in this whole damned place. There's some old bat standing there with 2 young girls, but she watches over them like a mother hen. So at least tell me the good news.
Actually, never mind.
At least the wine here is decent. Cheers!
I'd better slow down, or I won't live to see the morning.
Ah, what can one expect from a man of the cloth?
Reputation loss. Can I can't talk to him now, right. I didn't think I'd better tell him. Samuel.
Everything all right? You look a bit out of sorts.
I can't wait for it to end so we can get out of here.
I reckon you'd have to be pretty brave to come and mingle with the Kuttenberg lords.
Or pretty pissed off.
Or that.
We will leave as soon as we can. Anyway, all of these worthy gentlemen will be relieved when we are out of sight.
Would you tell me something about your community? I haven't found out much so far.
What can I tell you? It was never exactly glorious. And now especially, everyone is quaking that what is still left to us will be taken away.
Surely it won't be that bad.
There are many fools who would rather take out their gall on us and start to fight among themselves. In times of uncertainty, it is always the sons of Israel who are the first to be stricken.
Right, there's someone else in the other room, right? This is the other room. I think it was Ruthard was in this room, wasn't he? Yes.
Sir Kunzlin, I haven't yet had the pleasure.
You're Godwin, aren't you? I've heard about you from Martin.
Oh dear.
Have no fear. I know Martin well, and I know he's prone to exaggeration. Anything I can do for you?
Will you support Margrave Jobst's plan?
That depends on what it is. If he decides to just wait, then no. I can't take that risk any longer.
Do you think we should look for help somewhere else?
I came here for one reason alone. To hear a plan of attack against Sigismund. If Jobst doesn't lay one out before me, I'll try and find someone more courageous.
I expect you know Lady Anna of Waldstein well.
Why wouldn't I? She's joined at the hip with my daughter Rosa.
I hope she doesn't feel unwelcome here. I've heard she's a bit of a thorn in the side for some of the gents here.
To her own relatives, certainly. But I'll tell you one thing. I knew her husband Wenzel, and he married her out of love. And I cared for him devotedly till the day he died. And it wasn't a quick death.
So it's not true what they say? That his demise was convenient for her?
Vile slander. People just can't forgive her for coming into a fortune as a young widow.
What do you think of the Rabbi's offer? The Kuttenberg Jewish community is large, and their support could change everything.
Or nothing. To be honest, I've no idea what to expect of the Rabbi's offer.
He said he was interested in an alliance, though, didn't he?
Aye, but still he must be aware that whatever happens, it won't change the lot of his people.
So you don't trust him?
And isn't it natural? It's not just fate and the walls of their quarter that separates us. They live in our city, but they're more foreign than the Germans or the Hungarians. God be with you.
Right. Okay, so. Ooh. Let's check. There was maybe one more person in here. I actually can't remember. Ziska, we can talk to Ziska.
You seem a bit out of sorts. Anything wrong?
Oh, these grand aristocratic assemblies are nothing for me. I'd be happier if they just told me in the morning how it all went and what my boys have to do next.
But then you'd miss all the grub and the booze, and the gossip.
Oh, and have you heard anything interesting here?
It seems Liechtenstein's looking for allies. For his own ends.
And how's he gonna do it? Didn't you see them all fighting tooth and nail here just a while ago?
Well, different approaches work with different people.
The only approach that'll work with Sigismund is open resistance. Maybe on the field of battle?
Let's hope young Lord Capon manages to stay free for a while longer. Ever since leaving Ratai, he's gone from one pile of trouble to another.
Just want to get all these conversations done and then
you can
we'll...
always count on him for. I'll gladly wager with you he'll end up in some other shit by evening.
God forbid. Henry's not here now to pull him out of it.
In that case, it'll be up to you. I'm sure you wouldn't leave him to disgrace himself in front of Hanush.
A lot of people think the wealthy burghers will stick with Sigismund, whether out of fear or convenience.
Well, that's to be expected. As long as Sigismund has the city council under his thumb, no one will rock the boat.
Well, at least there's a few individuals here, like Ruthard.
Sigismund confiscated his castle and half his estates. That'd be enough to make a man mad. Not to mention that his son was killed in the siege of the city.
It was indeed. Okay, I think we've... Okay.
The Lord be with you. What do you need?
Oh, we're at a dice table. Did not recognise. Let's see if there's anyone else in the garden before we talk to... How does that maid get on it? Who are you? Konrad. Yeah, see if there's anyone else left in the garden before we talk to Hanush.
A nightingale surrounded by hawks.
That's all their wives, as I expected. Stable master doesn't want to talk. Can't go out the door, for sure, yeah. Hello, dog.
I've had a few nightingales and they all
And Hanush.
Sir Hanush, I bring happy tidings.
You do? Let's hear it then.
I've gained us a powerful ally.
And who is it? I hope it's not one of those Kuttenberg stuffed guts.
On the contrary, it's Bocek, the Elder of Kunstadt and Podjebrad.
Kunstadt? By Christ, he's the last one I'd have expected to step up. How the hell did you do it?
Well, I explained to him how such an alliance could be mutually beneficial.
Mutually? What do you mean?
He's got a pretty serious personal interest in this... bond.
Stop beating around the bush and spit out what you promised him.
Lord Kunstad has a niece, so... I arranged a betrothal for young Lord Capon, with your blessing if you agree.
Hans Capon is to marry Yitka of Kunstadt. Godwin, you conniving old bastard!
Oh, fuck.
I don't believe it. So, young Hans is to marry Kunstadt's daughter?
Niece.
If you're serious, I'll make sure that you get the Ratte parish.
Or you could make me the abbot of Sassa. Or what about a bishopric?
Forget it. Soon I'll be paying for a wedding. Not a word to Hans. I want to tell him myself. But let's drink to it, shall we?
Well, I've talked to everyone now, right? So...
Cheers!
Cheers to you! And to your parlaying skills!
This could be bad news. I'm still standing fine.
May I have a word with you, sir?
You? Anytime. With you, at least, there's some sensible conversation. Unlike this pack of conceited upstarts.
Have you got something against the Kuttenberg nobles?
Their forefathers lived up to their ears.
We still need to go back to that guy.
But thanks to the royal mines, they were born with silver spoons
Probably
up
shouldn't
their
have done
asses.
this. If there's
They
a time
think
limit
that can
here.
turn their blood blue.
But surely they're not all like that. And they are our allies.
Allies or not, someone ought to show them their place.
Young Lord Capon is finally free again. Let's hope he'll take better care of himself now.
He got a harsh lesson. But at least he might remember to lay off that tomfoolery of his for a while. But if not, war will make a man of him soon enough.
Do you think there's really going to be a war? I mean a proper one, not just sitting around and talking about it.
I sincerely hope so. Whoever sits around risks nothing. It's time to get off our asses and take action.
What do you think about Jobst?
Are you testing me? Jobst called this assembly and he wants things to turn out well. We have to trust him.
To turn out well for whose benefit, though? Some are up to their elbows in silver and blood, so others can live in freedom.
Better make sure you're among the latter, then. And in the meanwhile, help the former to keep their losses to a minimum.
Right, one last guy.
And that's exactly why we mustn't push too...
Sir Bocek, your niece Yitka can start preparing for her wedding.
So Hanush agreed, without reservations.
Indeed.
Then I will fulfill my end of the bargain without reservation.
Thank you, Lord of Kunstad.
Enough formality. We'll have a drink. What do you say?
Too many. No.
Thank you, but I'd rather not drink. The evening has just begun.
What was that? Reputation lost. Talk to Liechtenstein. Okay, so that is yeah. Let's go back up the stairs so I don't forget where Liechtenstein is before the next episode. He's stood in here somewhere, isn't he? Wait, no, he was... No, he was sat somewhere in here, wasn't he? He was sat here.
Celebrate hearing you admit a mistake,
There he is.
Margrave.
Alright,
But if I were you, I wouldn't
great.
lose faith.
We are ready to continue the story. Let me put the schedule in the stream. Okay, that was the Let's Play stream for the day where we played through a lot more of the main quest of Kingdom Come Deliverance II. Looks like the action is heating up at the moment. Yeah, join me same time every day, 8 o'clock European, for more Let's Play streams. Tomorrow it is the turn of Don't Starve. We are playing the shipwrecked variation of the game. And join me at 3 in the afternoon for the Try Hard stream where I try to get better at Trackmania. Hope to see you in either stream. Thanks a lot for joining. Until then, bye bye.